start to finish. We'll give you some examples later on doing more percussion. Maybe we'll switch over to the moose antler. It really works really well for removing long flakes. Okay, we want to start off establishing our platform. In this case, it's already shaped, a little bit cone shaped. This will be our platform right here. This will be our distal end. I like the fact that it kind of tapers, but we got a problem. We got to remove some of these. In this case here, this convexity, we want it to actually have a gentle convexity, not a concavity. We want it to taper from the proximal end to the distal end, so that our flakes will follow that path, but not too much of a taper, or you end up truncating the core, actually overshooting the distal end. So we're just getting rid of this. We're going to lose some length, obviously. Again, all I'm trying to do is just get a core shape going here. Try and drive one right off in here. Looks like pretty good material. I'd like for this one here to taper as it goes around and terminate right around in there. See how it kind of created that, it kind of moved off in this direction right here. I need to reestablish that curve. You always got to do that, otherwise your flakes will just start terminating in hinges or steps right there. Stuff is sharp. It's really nice core blanket material. I like this material for anything. Just bringing that platform up a little bit. With the percussor, you're pretty much limited to striking on the very edge. And that's kind of the beauty of indirect percussion when we get into that here in a little bit. Is you can put the tip of your punch up above the edge, which allows you to get a lot more control in where the termination of the flake will be. One of the problems I'm having is this cortex here is actually sucking up some of the shock, so I need to remove that. Flakes aren't releasing. That will give me a nice clean surface to strike from. All these flakes on your platforms, you always want them to be short. You don't want them to overshoot the opposite end, otherwise they'll roll over and you lose a lot of your proximal end, your platform here, and then you're going to shorten the core. Just like in bifacing, where you're worried about your width from edge to edge, on a core you're worried about your length from the platform to the distal end. And of course, as you work in the piece, it will get shorter because you have to rejuvenate the platform. And just like I'm doing right now, we're establishing the platform, and so you continuously lose a little bit of length. Also, at some point, the flicks will start terminating the distal end, and you lose a little bit of length from both ends. Still hitting that cortex right there. There we go. Okay. Just follow that ridge right there a little bit. Kind of isolate it a little bit. Got a convexity here still. Take one off of here, I think. Just isolate that a little bit. Terminate it there, so we gotta again remove these flakes from the face of the core to reestablish the proper curvature from platform to the distal end. Just to continue that roundness, maybe we can get one over here that'll kind of come in there and clean that up a little bit. I like to get one in there. We still got kind of a curvature in there that I don't like. But it's taking shape. I like to remove flakes from the distal end too to get my curvature back. So we'll take one in here, hit it here, try and get the right curvature in here. Okay, that went real well. It's got to look conical. Now one right in here. Getting there. Got a little bit of a curvature in there. We got to get rid of that.